This is Sounds of Decay 2 with Strigoi, Black Magic Fumes. Once again, we stumble gracefully across a brandy new gem from the land that brought us death-thrash hybrids like Demoniac, Critical Defiance, Time Gisto, Decapitated, Necro Ripper, Mayhemic. The list goes on and on. Of course, we're talking about Chile, and our latest obsession is Strigoi. Not to be confused with the UK doom band of the same name. The word comes from a Romanian mythology and describes restless spirits rising from graves. The album lists them as a three-piece, which is a little confusing to the recent live shows I have watched on YouTube, which include a full-on, two-guitar, five-piece lineup. So an air of mystery to the band. Never hurts, I guess.
Yeah, come at us in the comments if you guys know anything about this, because I'm seeing 3 people on the album, 5 live, whatever. But anyway, like the aforementioned artists, Strigoi bring back the pioneering spirit of Hellhammer with lots of old school riffing and exceedingly woofy vocal performance from frontman Volcanic, whose real name is Carlos Flores Castillo. He's a singer that isn't afraid to let loose a Tom Araya circa 85 yowl in just about every song. And there's also the deft yet earthly drumming from one horror hammer, Pedro Walleter, who proves to be an absolute beast, kicking off several songs here with his big tom rolls and savage blast beats. Right off the bat, I noticed a few mid-tempo riffs reminiscent of early Voivod that are usually followed by double-time blast beat fests. Sarcophagus Vapors is a good example. Check out this clip to see what I'm talking about. See if you can hear the Voivod. Ultra Tomb is another standout track with a very cool intro consisting of wailing guitars from Thunderbolt, whose name is Gonzalo Vargas, which sounds great against Volcanic's sort of vocal incantation that kicks things off. Again, this one settles into a very Voivod adjacent pace after a couple minutes, an uber ragged riffing, and that gasoline and tank tread vibe of the Roar album.
Another cut I want to play for you is the great old school lead in about 3 minutes into Death Strike to Cenotaph. It's like a total throwback to the Lizzie era of dramatic guitar solos with a beginning, climax, and end. Check it out. Of course, my favorite track on the album is the 6+ minute epic Cauldron of Venomous Potion, laying down a sick drum and bass groove to kick things off before hitting the gas pedal. Guitarist Thunderbolt offering string-quivering black metal melodies against the pounding and woofing. The track slows to a stroll about 3/4 of the way through so that Volcanic can recite a dramatic early Venom-style conjuring over cavernous drum rolls and witchy guitar noodling.
Well, there you have it. Another must-hear, The Land of Jungle Rot. Price that artwork is to die for, too, so get on with it and grab a copy of this one. Their Bandcamp page shows that there's going to be a cassette version by Ignis Mortis and Instruments of Torture, limited to 100 copies, and a CD version by Apocalyptic Prods Limited, 500 copies. But I think they're still in production. At least get yourself a downloadable copy of this one and let it violate you in unspeakable ways. Let's ride it out with a little more Cauldron of Venomous Potion.
This is the Snaggletooth Extreme Metal Podcast.